What is good, Tesla family? It's Ray J back with another video, and in this one I'm going to be talking about the one and only Tesla stock and what you should be looking out for the future of this company. I'm also going to give you guys my price prediction for the next upcoming week and what you should be expecting, because I do think we're going to have a bit of a pullback for a temporary period of time before we continue to run to the absolute moon. I'm also going to talk about what the news is saying about Tesla, as we have some major updates from the Giga Shanghai and the Giga Texas, and also I'm going to talk about what Elon Musk, the man, the myth, the legend Elon Musk, liked on his Twitter page. That makes me very, very excited. Now, before I say anything about the Tesla share price or what's going on with the market, I do have to mention a couple of very important things first. The first thing is, as you guys know, I'm not a financial planner, so please don't take this as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please smash the like button if you want to see more videos like this. It not only benefits me, benefits the entire Tesla community as a whole. And the last thing is, if you guys can, please check out the Weeble link down below and in the description. If you do sign up with Weeble and deposit any amount of money, whether it's $1, $10, or $1,000, it's really up to you. Any amount of money, you are guaranteed 5 free stocks, each worth up to $2,000. So when I deposited the money, I got a free Apple stock and many other stocks too. So if you want this opportunity, check out the link down below to get your free stocks. This is a limited time offer that ends next week, so please check it out to get your 5 free stocks. With that out of the way, let's get on with the video. So looking at Tesla, we're currently in the red right now. In my previous video, I told you guys that we were in a kind of like this channel, and we ended up running up to about the $1,020 range. I told you guys we'd get rejected from right there and drop. And I told you guys that I saw the support at $1,000 kind of holding us, but I didn't think it would hold us out too well. I did see us dropping a little bit below there, but at the very end of the day, I expected us to kind of run a little bit, and I thought we could actually close a little bit in the green at around 1,015 is what I said. Yeah, 1,015. And we ended up closing at 1,010, a little bit in the red. So we were very close to being green. We were only down 0.32%, which is pretty good. It shows the strength in this company, but we did end up turning red. And this could be a sign that we, are about to start descending, because if you actually zoom out of the chart, look at the 2-hour candles. Look at the grand scheme of things, the macro perspective. What are you seeing? When you zoom into the chart, you could see that we hit that high point at 1040. We have strong resistance in that level. Now we're starting to descend a little bit, and we kind of got a bounce off the 13 EMA. But what's happening is the MACD flipped with the 9-day moving average, which is an indicator that we may start to descend a little bit. We did see RSI kind of drop a little bit. So these are just indicators that we could see a slight pullback in the upcoming days, which is totally fine. It's nothing to be worried about. The stock going up the way it is kind of like building a building. And if you are constructing a building that's many, many stories high, you need to gain very, very strong support, or you need the foundation to get, you need a strong level of support before you continue to keep on going up and up and up. So for Tesla's case, what I want this thing to do, to be healthy, to be in a good position, I want this thing to drop a little bit, but gain support at a good place, maybe the $970 to $950 range, somewhere there, gain very strong support there, then bounce off that and continue to just keep on running. And we might see some sideways action there and some consolidation that's completely healthy. Now, typically, this stock would probably just have found its top and maybe continue to consolidate, but we have another major catalyst coming out in 2 weeks, and this is why many analysts are saying Tesla is entering a new growth phase. Remember, guys, we have the Giga Texas grand opening in just 2 weeks. That's going to be absolutely massive, and there are many analysts that are very, very bullish right now for Tesla, and I do want you guys to know the rocket fuel is being reloaded right now. That's what I think is going on. So for next week, I do see some kind of like bearish price action. We could drop a little bit here and there. As long as we hold up pretty darn well, we are going to be set for something massive. So right now we are seeing Travis County. They already are allowing this. They gave the permits. They already issued it for the Giga Texas grand opening just 2 weeks away. 15,000 people are going to show up. It's going to be fantastic. It's going on from April 7th from 4 to 11:30 p.m. And in my opinion, this is a very, very bullish, catalyst for the future of this company. So here's what's going on with Tesla. Now, what's happening is they have a bunch of gigafactories around the world. It's not just two anymore, they have four. And what's happening is each one is getting better and better and better. We're seeing the Giga Shanghai is getting better too. They're on the verge of producing over 1 million vehicles per year. And I don't know if this is completely accurate, but we are getting better by the days, and they are producing more than the Fremont factory, which, in my opinion, is just absolutely fantastic. And on top of that, we're seeing other big catalysts come out. So right now, the current projections, they are estimating that Tesla should be selling over 1.5 million electric vehicles for 2022. Remember, they sold around 936, or maybe like 940,000 for 2021. So that would be more than a 50% increase year over year. But it's very possible for them to actually smash this projection and do 1.6 million, in my opinion. And to me, this is going to be very, very bullish news. So for the long term, I'm extremely bullish. I think that as they essentially double their production in the next year and a half, it's going to be incredible. They should easily deliver over 2 million cars in the year 2023. Over 2 million. That's going to be absolutely fantastic too. And I think these are going to drive the share price up in the future. I see this thing running very, very hard. Now, because of the new Gigafactory coming out, for the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be very bullish for Tesla. But before we get there, right, before we start running to the absolute moon, I want to see this thing pull back. Like I said, I want this thing to find its very strong support. I want the RSI to really cool off, because the RSI is showing that this thing was kind of overbought for quite a bit of time. And sometimes a cool off is very, very good, because if you go back on the charts, let me go all the way back to that time where we ran really, really hard. Check this out right here. So there are times where you see the RSI very, very, very overbought, or it's like really high. And you have these moments where it cools off just a little bit, just like this. And another moment was we ran all the way up to, like, what is this, the $1,000 level? Yeah, 1,034. We got another cool off after that. Then we continued to rip up to about the $1,200 level. Then we got another cool off. So you guys can clearly see that there's a pattern here. We need those cool offs every now and then. It's just us recharging, and to me, it's very, very good. There's nothing wrong with some, consolidation and a little bit of a pullback. So that's what my forecast is, and that's what I want you guys to be prepared for the next week to week and a half. Expect Tesla to pull back a little bit. Now, finding exactly where we're going to pull back to is going to be tricky. We do have some support from what I'm seeing in the new range. We should have support around the 900 and, well, first off, there's $1,000 support, and I don't think that's going to hold us. So we should have support around the 980. If that doesn't work out, we have 968, and if that doesn't hold, then maybe around 950 to 945. So three major levels of support. I do think we could drop that low before we get that bounce and continue to rip to the upside with the new Gigafactory opening. So I just want to prepare you guys. We may see a slight pullback. This is so far what the MACD is kind of indicating. So don't be scared. Don't be worried, because we are going to quickly recover. And no matter what happens, remember, the news is very bullish for a Tesla. The future is still very, very bright. The last thing I want to talk about is this right here. Elon Musk liked this tweet right here that just shows the first deliveries being made in Berlin for the Giga Berlin. And I just want to remind you guys of how huge this is going to be. Tesla is massive in China. They're going to be even more massive in Europe going forward for the next upcoming years. And they're an absolute giant in the USA too. I mean, I think they control like 69% of the market right now for EV cars in the US, or something like that. I mean, they are just killing it. And they have two major gigafactories, one in California and one in Texas, that's just barely opening. I cannot wait for what the future holds. It's looking pretty darn good. Now, looking at the rest of the market, currently the fear and greed index is pretty neutral. We saw some bearish price action today, and it was kind of going back and forth, but I do expect the SPY to pull back just a little bit. I know I should have mentioned this a little bit earlier, but I do expect a bit of a pullback coming out from the SPY going into next week. And that may actually help Tesla kind of drop here and there, but it's nothing to be worried about. It's just a healthy drop. We are starting to see AMC and GME rip to the upside too. They're looking pretty darn strong. We're seeing all sorts of crazy things going on. Some stocks are green, other things are kind of red. But I do think, like I said, that at the end of the day, Tesla's probably going to drop a little bit, but it's going to reverse very, very soon and continue to rip. So be patient. No worries, guys. Remain calm, cool, and collected. Please enjoy your Friday and the rest of the weekend. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Tesla to the moon, and peace out.